So hi everyone, in this video I will teach you some techniques on how to be more focused on your confidence when having a speech. So there are several strategies. I will start with the strategy practice, practice, practice. This is pretty simple. It's just you can find a partner to practice with so that you can improve the way you speak, how you look, the body posture, and your facial expression. You can practice with your mom, your friends, which like who can give you some advice on how you did and so that you can improve on it. Or you can practice with your pets and doll, and by practicing with your pets and doll, it's a way to help you to have more eye contact by looking at them. And so for me personally, when I'm preparing for a speech, I usually practice with my mom because she gives me really, really good advice and to help me to improve the speech, to improve the fluency and the way I use of words a lot better than before. Or instead of having like partners, you can choose to just practice to a mirror by yourself and looking at yourself. And by looking at yourself, you can revise like how you did and then to do some practice over and over again to improve the way you present your speech. And so this is the first strategy. And the second strategy is to do preparations beforehand. So what I mean by preparations beforehand is like, for example, the materials and devices that you will need, and like a PPT maybe. When you're showing a PPT on during a speech, there might be some issues or problems occurring, like glitching or suddenly going off and laggy, and maybe like not going to the next slide. Those are all really those are all frequently happen problems to a PPT slide. And so you want to do preparations beforehand so you can make sure and that the problem doesn't happen to you when you're having your speech. So you can present a fluent and a fluent speech to the audience. And the second thing you can prepare is like your voice. This is the most important thing during a speech because if you don't have your voice ready, then you can't really present or speak to the audience. And so how you can prepare that is just by simply not screaming or hurting your throat the day before the speech starts and to prevent losing your voice. And so the last thing you can prepare is like all the things above and like the devices, materials you'll need, the voice, and like your clothing maybe. There was once I was having a speech and I forgot to prepare before what I should wear before the speech starts, and then it was quite a hurry. I was like having a mess at my closet and then choosing which clothes I should wear. But after all of this just taught me one thing is like always do preparations the night before the speech starts or the day before it so that you can have a more ready speech the next day. And so this is the second strategy, and the last strategy is to fake it till you make it, having a great body posture. So the body posture that you do not want is like this, which is like having your shoulders really down and then not maybe like a sad face and showing that you are kind of not negative, and which is not really what we want. We want like your chest up, head front, facing front, head up, and then having a smiley face so that you can let the audience know that you are confident by the looks, by your posture, and to tell yourself that you are confident and not negative. And to always like having a great body posture is very important during the speech because you can by this body posture, you can tell yourself that you are confident, and then throughout the speech, you will feel more comfortable and more confident presenting it. So this is the third strategy. And so some tips you want to avoid is like to be negative and to be panic. For example, like maybe let's just use the PPT again. For example, your PPT suddenly just went off, and the thing you do not want to do is to act really panic, screaming, or even crying. And this is a really, really bad thing you want to have a bad posture and attitude towards a problem. You want to like be calm and then to like simply not like acting really dramatic to it. And this isn't really a big deal till you make it a big deal. You can simply keep on going with your speech and then fix it quietly, or you can calmly ask for help instead of screaming for help. And so these are some tips is just do not be panicking through problems during the speech because bad things does occur sometimes, but not really often. So you always want to have preparations, mental preparations, especially when it happens. And so to conclude this video, I taught you 3 strategies. The first one is to practice over and over again with a partner or by a mirror at yourself to make the speech more fluently and better for the audience to listen to. The second strategy is to do preparations beforehand to prepare clothes, voice, very importantly, voice, and materials and devices that you will need. And last is to fake it till you make it, having a great body posture to always act you are confident till you actually are confident and feel comfortable to present the speech. And tips you want to avoid is just not be negative and do not panic when problems happen and always have a positive attitude towards things and towards problems and not to scream and cry and do that kind of stuff. And so this is all for this video. Hope you learned some things and thank you for watching.